We just got dropped off, and it's time for some breakfast.
They got a lot of stuff here.
Flapjacks. Wow, they do have a lot of stuff. Crepes, pancakes, waffles, super insane waffles.
Breakfast.
Normal breakfast, burgers, wraps, fish and chips. All right, the flapjacks. Flapjacks. We got some pancakes. And look at this. The hotel gives you this for good luck. Wow.
That's good for our flight coming up.
Yeah, so we won't crash.
Yeah.
Epic. Let's eat some pancakes. That's also good for good luck.
This place is called Flapjacks. So what are they going to be good at?
Flapping jacks.
Flapping my cracking jack.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
A pancake. A pancake.
I just couldn't get enough bananas last night.
More the merrier.
Oh wow, they're super soft.
It's pancake time.
They're really soft.
Because they're flapjacks. They're bloody flapjacks, Aussie. Flapjacks. It also comes with gelato. I bet you never had a bloody flapjack and some gelato.
Oi. Oh, I've never had that before in my life.
Oi.
But I'm a bloody Aussie, eh?
Oi, 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 bro. Well, yours looks so much more epic than mine.
What do you mean you have different dipping sauces?
I have butter cubes right now. Are you fracking me? Alright, I'm gonna put a butter cube directly into the middle. Blueberry sauce, some maple syrup, and some butter. And it's covered in powdered sugar. Delicious. Gotta love a flapjack with some padded bloody sugar. I'm gonna mash down my butter because I know she's in there melting. And let's begin. I hope there's just a huge cross section of butter in there.
It'll be like your crepe in the Philippines.
That was delicious. Oh wow, they are so soft. They break apart. Boy, it's a bloody flapjack.
I think we have the best accents ever, by the way.
It's a bloody flapjack. It's a bloody flapjack. Good flapjack.
Oh, you bro, I discovered a secret in my pancake.
Is it a bloody secret banana in there?
He knew.
Oh my god. That was bloody flapjack.
And now it's time to head to the airport.
We got a flight to Yogyakarta. It should only be an hour and 25-minute flight, which is nice and easy. We'll see what happens with these bags. We unfortunately brought too many bags and way too much weight.
We just get to complain about how much we brought all the time, and then also it costs us extra money on flights sometimes too.
Epic. Let's just ditch one of
Guys,
these crackers.
Travel light when you travel.
There's a bunch of people taking pictures of these people. Are they celebrities? Who are they? Let us know. Long line. Pretty long check-in process, but Lion Air lets you bring 20 kilos, at least for our flight. I believe it's changed now. So we get to put our big bags under, and now we just have our backpacks, which still may be over 7 kilos.
We just are hoping that, you know, because they just look like backpacks, that they won't weigh them.
Yeah.
But yours definitely is.
Mine's that they're heavy. And we go through the security, very easy security, and now we'll show you the domestic side of the Bali airport.
Bye-bye, Bali.
They have this thing. See you soon.
Bye-bye, Bali.
That is horrifying. That's the thumbnail of this video. They have a whole gift shop, of course. Buy 3, save 5%. Wow, that's a brag deal. They have a souvenir shop for the Hard Rock Cafe in the airport.
That's right, I'm gonna have it.
In case you forgot to buy your t-shirt when you're at Hard Rock Cafe, now you have another chance. We got a lot more stuff on this side. They got a Pizza Hut.
It's nice that this is through the check-in gate too and not before.
Yeah. Whenever airports put food before the check-in gate, it really sucks. Well, I don't think I ever said this to the vlog, but I did leave my debit card here, unfortunately, when we arrived, very sleepily. And I tried to get them to help me get it back, but they were just kind of like, well, we tried, you know, but you have to go to the bank and see if they have it.
The ATM was really weird. It would give you the cash, and then you had to press exit before it would give you your card.
So I was just like, took my money and I was like, and I just walked away. Unfortunate, but now I don't have a debit card. I only have a credit card. Let's go. Put it all on the credit, baby.
So far, actually, a decent amount of places accepted American Express.
Let's see if that's the case in Yogyakarta. Yogyakarta. They have a mixu here. I think we should get some mixu.
That might be everywhere here. It was cheap.
Yeah, it seems super popular. Wow, look at we could have gone there.
And there.
Oh my gosh. If you're expecting us to go to the temple in Yogyakarta, don't expect it because it's $40 and we're not going to pay $40 to go on the outside of a temple.
But yeah, apparently you can't even like go into a lot of them.
We're just going to explore the actual town, not necessarily the big tourist spot. Should be cool. Different types of food. It's a pretty nice airport actually.
For a domestic terminal, it seemed like the domestic terminal was separate too.
Sometimes the countries really go budget on the domestic terminals. They're like, we don't need to impress these people. They already live here.
And the international terminal too was insane. They have a lot of like the architecture and like all the different little cultural things were very cool.
Yeah, it was. So this is, if you're flying domestic from Bali, this is your experience.
And you can buy Hot Wheels.
Oh my gosh, I don't know when the last time I saw Hot Wheels was.
I didn't know they existed.
A Komodo? That's the noise those make, right?
I think so. I was just thinking that.
Wow, this is pretty big. I mean, there's a lot of people here.
It was the check-in gate next to us for Superjet Air was super long.
I'm just disappointed we didn't take Superjet Air. All right,
we're not gonna have a Superjet now.
No, we're just gonna have a Lion Jet. They have a 50s diner in here, and then like a organic place.
There's a lot of food out there.
Wow, look at that. They have a smoking room in the diner.
Smoking.
It smells.
Very common in Indonesia, apparently.
Yeah, people smoke all over the place here. It's pretty crazy.
Look at that. That's where some people enter. So if you get off your flight, you just enter right there.
That's pretty freaking cool. That's a way to let you know you're in Bali. You're like, guys, there's a temple, and there's gonna be a lot fracking more.
Gate 1 is very far away.
We're walking, we're not messing around.
This is what we're flying, right?
Yeah, we always fly. We're first class. Don't worry, we got first class secret tickets coming up in a future video. Oh, we have another restaurant. This place is impressive, I have to say. I'm impressed by how much is in this domestic terminal.
Prices aren't overpriced as nuts at those places.
What the heck? They have a Rotio. We can get some
Express.
Is that an Alpha Mart?
Express.
That's freaking it. We're staying in a Holiday Inn Express in Jakarta.
That'll be interesting.
That's the Bali domestic airport. Interesting. Well, we have like an hour to kill. I think maybe an hour and a half. So let's get down to killing time.
Let's get down to business.
There ain't no time to play around. What is?
Lion Air's off to a terrible start.
Delayed flight already.
Also, we were praising this airport so much, but there's one slight confusion, I gotta say. So they have a gate 1, and then they have gate 1C right after it, and then gate 1B right after it, and then gate 1D, I guess, is way down there.
I don't know why they're going random order on us with
And why can't
gates.
1 just be 1A?
Polly, why'd you do this to us? Delayed. It's a bit late, but we're going.
At least they delayed it once and then it was on time.
Yeah.
Not multiple delays.
The boarding is the delay on the screen is a little later than the delay they claim, but we're going.
Whatever I said is right. So it's this place one with the we want to research museum.
Apparently our plane is not the one that's connected to this terminal. We gotta get on a bus and it's somewhere in the distance.
Maybe they'll just take us by bus all the way there.
That'd be pretty sick. I wish that was our plane. A little propeller plane.
That's our plane, guys.
This is our flight. Apparently once we get there, we're at the new airport, so it's like another 40-minute train ride into the city, and then we're about 15 more minutes away from our hotel.
So that's epic. Or we could just take a 2-hour taxi from that new airport.
We could, and it would be how much money? Who knows? taxi fare or terminal airport fares.
New airports are epic, but they're never built inside the city.
No, always sucks. There's Super Air Jet right there.
We need to go run and catch it.
Go! It's dark in here. We're in our seat. The plane is really dark. A lot of the planes have like light up the whole place.
Maybe a bit old.
Yeah, probably. It seems like they could be old. But they got a lot of baggage room. It's like a lot.
It's really deep. Sometimes our big like barely fit in there, but it's tall too.
We could have brought them both on here easy. Nobody like even looked at our baggage once again. Like, probably, I mean, we had backpacks, so I don't know if it would have made a difference.
They didn't have like a weight thing. It didn't seem like they cared about anyone.
So maybe we'll be able to get through with our bags on a lot of these airports. Or maybe we won't, and we'll have to pay a ton of money.
We're a bit scared of Japan, possibly.
Yeah, that one's a little scary. We have a ton of room, actually. Look, I can totally man spread right now.
My knees. Alright, I'm ready for the flight.
That is epic. We have the special seats. Cool. Line there. Let's see how this flight goes.
It's not too long. It should be pretty easy.
Hour and 25 minutes. Easy peasy.
Yogurt.
New city, new possibilities.
Like eating yogurt.
Eating yogurt. Yogurt. Only bad thing is we're not in the city. We have to take a train.
The train is almost as long as our flight just was. It's a big airport.
Welcome to the Yogyakarta Airport. It's very wide and shiny.
The new airport.
Whenever, like we said before, whenever they make new airports, they're way fracking out of the city.
At least that means they can make them big then.
Hey, yeah, big and fancy. I mean, and reflective.
Well planned.
Maybe it seems like a lot of airports they didn't think about it too much. But maybe this one is. It's very empty. Unfortunately, something we don't usually have to do, we have to wait for our bags because we put them under the plane, but at least we didn't have to pay for them. Unfortunately, we were supposed to arrive at like 2:15 and now it's 4.
And don't worry, there will be the next train will be at 5:50.
Probably. So we're not going to end up in the city until probably at least 5, and to our hotel probably a little later than that.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too. All we had today was some flapjacks. What are we going to get in the yogurt? Maybe some yogurt.
Yogurt.
This is really like a snaky boy airport. They're snaking us all through this thing. They want you to see all of the murals. Longest baggage claim ever.
Doggy, this is kind of fancy.
Fancy new airport. We're gonna be going to a lot of fancy airports. But first, let's see when this fracking train comes. We already got taxi drivers yelling for us. Be like, come on, mine will be definitely cheaper than the train. Just don't look at the price. It's cheaper, I promise.
Oh, and I'll speed, so it's way quicker.
Oh, yeah. To the train. Oh. They have A&W here. I'm excited to try that. They seem to have a lot of different things on the menu. A and frack and W.
Tried it in Malaysia, but it looks very different here.
There you go, a fluffer chair.
I'm taking that home. We're gonna buy it. I know we were just complaining about having luggage, but that's worth it.
I would pay $30 every single flight just to have that, or more. the airport extends into this train station area.
I'm very curious when the next train will actually leave, or like how constant they run. Because it seems like there's a lot of flights that do land at that airport.
I really hope we don't have to wait another fracking hour. I really hope. Train leaves at 4:45, so we have an hour.
I wonder, we maybe just missed one or something, because it seems like they have one basically every hour.
Yeah, it looked like there was one when she was getting the tickets for us. There was one that was red, but probably just left. Ah, so close.
If our bags would have just been a little quicker.
Dang nabbits.
That means we have time to buy this though.
Cheap chair. They have A&W in this airport, which is very surprising.
And we have an hour to go.
That's pretty dang good root beer. Doesn't have any ice cream in it though. Okay, this is like their new thing they were advertising. The picture made it seem freaking epic, but reality is not as epic as the picture. That lettuce looks sad.
That is a very sad lettuce.
Reality is not going well for this chicken sandwich. It looks so epic in the picture. Where the frack is it? Yeah, you definitely can't see it over there, but it kind of looked like how nice that burger looks, like how fancy it is. But now it looks like this. Expectations versus reality. How spicy is it gonna be? It won't even taste good and it will kill me. That'll be the fun part.
Oh, it'd be unfortunate. Spicy.
A bit. Not as bad as spicy in Indonesia could be. Is it Popeye's level? No. Is it okay? Yeah, it's got flavor.
It wasn't too expensive actually.
Actually, it wasn't. It was only.
That for that and the root beer is 50.
That's pretty dang cheap. I got some curly fries too, and we had the most important thing: durian balls. Here is our fantastic first dinner.
A&W chicken.
They're not chicken nuggets; they're chicken chunks.
They're good. It's like real chicken in there.
Oh,
it's not fake chicken.
Because it's a chunk of chicken.
Oh, true. Because it's not a nugget.
Heck yeah.
These fries look pretty dang good.
They do. They look very crispy.
I got a crunch.
That's always delicious.
And they taste like French fries.
Heck yeah. Dance it, dance it. Hey, we're having a pint of beer. You can either be Irish or you can be German. Oh yeah, I have a beer, yeah. Let's try the curly fries. The unmatched curly fries in the curly fry game, I think, goes to Arby's. Arby's got the best fry in the fast food game in the US.
I know a lot of people go to Arby's only for curly fries.
Curly fries at Arby's are dang good. A lot of people hating on Arby's, but they don't talk about those curly fries. And beef and cheddars are also delicious. I like those.
They got a crunch.
They're crunchy, but they're more like crunchy normal fries. They don't have like that curly fry seasoning on them. Like
They don't look like they do.
They're not like red. And that's always the best, is those red curly fries. And now together, we will pop a durian ball. Are you ready? Durian ball.
Oh, not the full crunch, it's too hot.
Oh, it's really, really hot. Oh God, it's so hot. I don't know when we're gonna learn that the ball form foods are very hot.
And when will we learn? Our actions have consequences.
It's okay. I'm not gonna order that again.
Okay.
Tastes a bit like durian. It's not like super strong.
I got like this like filling around the outside.
I'd much rather have this filled with good cheese.
Or like chocolate.
A&W. Pretty good.
Pretty small actually.
It was definitely a quick, small pre-dinner meal. It's like a snack. Small burger, small fries, epic durian ball.
4 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd say 4. I wasn't like, ugh, but I was like,
I'm not gonna get it again.
no, I didn't really like it. But fries, good. Curly fries, or yes, fries, good.
7 out of 10.
Curly fries, good. This thing, pretty good. And how are your chicken chunks?
Some of the outsides were a bit wet on some of them, which is always unfortunate, but okay.
A&W. Not bad. Airport A&W, I should say. We didn't even get ice cream, which is what A&W is known for.
We got the root beer though.
Alright, it's time to go on our first train in Indonesia. We know Indonesia is known for their epic trains.
Airport Express.
Only $7. Alright, as you can see, it's very well decorated. It looks fancy. The AC's blasting. Beautiful. You got a nice seat. We're on a train. I haven't been on that many trains in Asia. Just in Kuala Lumpur, Seoul, and then in the Philippines. So, or I guess Hong Kong too. We have been on a lot of trains.
Mostly MRTs.
Mostly MRTs. We've been on 2 expresses other than this. Hong Kong, Seoul. So how will this compare? First of all, it was much cheaper than both of those.
Oh my gosh. Korea was much cheaper than Hong Kong. And this one's much cheaper than Korea.
So there's that. That is always going to go very good for it. And it's got a fancy ticket.
It basically is halves the time of a taxi.
Yeah, the airport for a taxi is literally like an hour out or more. And for this, we're going to expressway right to it. Cut that thing in half. We're going to see some nice views of that. Look at those mountains, man.
The mountains are right here. That's so cool.
We have our great TV going on, and the AC is flowing. What else could you want? And we got this seat, so it's kind of beautiful. You can just go like this.
What, the fire extinguisher?
Update. It has outlets. That's convenient.
Our phones are dead. Our GoPro batteries are almost dead. Our mics are dead. Both of our laptops are dead.
We might not survive. We're off.
Yeah, left right on 4:45.
No stopping it. It's going. 4:45. If our durian balls would have came out a minute later, would have been screwed.
Refund. It's always interesting riding a train sitting this way when it's going that way.
Yeah, it's really weird when we see everything. We don't see things, they just pass us.
Isn't that just life? You know, you get so caught up living that you don't even get to see. You just watch everything pass.
The road shows us, not the path.
We're just digital bromads.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, look at that.
It's really cool out there. The mountains really come out of nowhere.
They're sharp.
We're training. Our first, there's a lot of like rice fields in this area.
A lot, I'm sure. Like all the mountains on Java, anytime there is flat area, it's a rice.
Literally, it's just, from the plane, it was just...
That kid just dove headfirst into the rice field.
What the heck?
He just disappeared.
From the plane, it was all rice fields. You could just, as far as the eye can see, it was just rice, rice, rice.
Now mountains.
Look at that, wow, that's beautiful. The sun is setting, because that's how fracking long it took to get here, that the sun is setting now.
It was an hour, 20-minute flight, and it took all day.
All day. It is gorgeous, wow.
Speaking of gorgeous.
It's a long trip. Pretty easy ride, pretty quick, very smooth train. Now let's get out of here. Busy place. Look at all those people waiting for the train.
It's interesting to notice walking by, or not walking by, training by, how popular kites are here.
People love them kites. In Bali, there's so many kites. Like I said, easy ride, smooth ride. Almost fell asleep, relaxing, and now it's all about getting to that hotel. This place is popping. There's a Grab kiosk. Welcome to Yogurt.
It's very busy at this train station.
Super busy. You got all the people from the airport coming here, then from every other city in Java you can come from. We got a taxi for 35, which I think is about right.
$2.
Google says it's about 14 minutes drive, so that's about what we got in Bali earlier. So we're waiting for our guy to come back here and head into the hotel.
It's just, you know, the sun's just about to set.
That took all day.
We woke up earlier than usual, and it's almost nighttime.
I'm ready to sleep. We're in the hotel.
Fancy hotel for pretty cheap.
We got a bathroom? Oh, it's a big bathroom. This place is definitely old. That's the one thing. You can definitely tell it's old. Things just seem dated.
Bidet?
That is a weak bidet. Spin that thing? Or is there no spinner
There's
on there?
no spinning.
No! We need to buy a wrench right now. We need full power. How's the water pressure in there going?
Oh.
I hope it's better than that.
It's bad. Whoa, it's really hot. Or this part is really hot.
It's okay, water pressure. We got a mini fridge. Fantastic. There's a lot of space in here, a lot more space than yesterday's. Beds are a lot bigger than yesterday's. What's our view? Oh, we have a view of the... There's a back shack down there. Go, go, go. We have a TV with an HDMI. Frack, we can watch YouTube and Z Nation on there. Z Nation?
See, Nation, best show ever.
And there's more than 2 outlets in this room.
We can charge things.
Epic. Yagi, we're here.
Very interesting city, it seems like. We'll check it out tomorrow.
This main street we're on seems busy as nuts.
Not just busy with cars, but with buses. These like weird like bicycles that have like transportation things in the front, and tons of people walking. Wow.
There was some show going on in a park next to this hotel, but we don't have anything to record it with because this is about to die. Phone doesn't have any space. I guess yours has some space, but both of our phones are almost dead.
And bed test.
It's been pretty hard.
It's a bit hard.
Oh,
Like, I'm not like sunk in at all, but it's comfortable.
it's a sturdy bed.
It's sturdy, yeah. We'll give it a sturdy rating.
That was our train and flight in Indonesia, our first ones ever.